Hello and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things that we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information comes from the smart device application, Today in History, What Happened Today in History,
Historical calendar,
and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, the music, and anything else we gather throughout the show, check the description. Anyway, I am A.O. Xander.
I am me.
And today is Wednesday, also known as Wednesday, April 27th, 2022. When you start...
85 BC, Decimus, Junius, Brutus... Wait, that's fucking birth.
Yeah, you posted your research in the script channel, by the way.
Yeah, that's good. 247, Philip the Arab marks the millennium of Rome with a celebration of the Lodi Claries. I don't know what that is.
Let's look that up then.
They probably sacrificed some fucking animal. Probably.
Probably.
Man, who knows what all their fucking celebrations back then was involved in sacrificing a fucking animal.
The secular games was a Roman religious celebration involving sacrifices, you're right, and theatrical performances held in ancient Rome for 3 days and nights to mark the end of a Saeculum and the beginning of the next. So,
I fucking knew it. It involved killing a fucking animal.
Hit the nail on the head with that, my friend. It's actually kind of spooky. Oh, looks like I forgot.
Man, during those times, ooh, that's the kind of celebrate. Let's fucking kill an animal.
Yeah, I know, right? Moving on up into 395, Emperor Arcadius married Aela Eudoxia, daughter of the Frankish general Flavius Bauto. She became one of the more powerful Roman empresses of late antiquity. Interesting.
Damn. Also 7-11. I want to get some. I want to get me a Slurpee.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. It's getting warm. It's almost Slurpee season.
But I can't use a double cup. I can't use the double cup for Slurpees.
No, dude. What I want to do is like a. There's this picture floating around of this kid holding one of those like giant water bottles, you know, that you put in like the water coolers, just full of Slurpee. Just full of Slurpee.
Oh God!
It's gonna die.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so back to 7-Eleven here.
Yeah, 7-Eleven. Islamist conquest of Hispania, Moorish troops led by Tariq ibn Zahidi land at Gibraltar and began their invasion of the Iberian Peninsula,
which is also known apparently as Al-Andalus. Interesting.
Yeah, Al-Andalus. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have to do some math here.
Why?
I forgot the year.
Oh, no, I already did the math. 1296, First War of Scottish Independence, saw John Balliol's Scottish army was defeated by an English army commanded by John de Warenne, 6th Earl of Surrey, at the Battle of Dunbar.
Nice. Yeah. Also, 1509, Pope Julius II places the Italian state of Venice under interdict.
What is interdict? Let's look that up real quick. Interdict. An authoritative prohibition. Basically, I guess martial law. Sounds like it.
Ooh.
Jumping on up into 1521, during the Battle of Mactan, explorer Ferdinand Magellan was killed by natives in the Philippines led by Chief Lapu. Lapu. Well, Lapu. Okay. Well, that sucks.
Damn.
Yeah. But that's
Also, wait, never mind.
I was just gonna say that's a better fate than what happened to Hudson.
Okay. Yeah, there's a better fate. Also, 1565, Habeas established, becoming the first Spanish settlement in the Philippines.
Yeah, nice, dude.
Yes.
Jumping up 30 years into 1595, the relics of Saint Sava were incinerated in Belgrade on the Varkar Plateau by Ottoman Grand Vizier Sinan Pasha. This was the site of the The site of this incineration is now the location of the Church of St. Sava, one of the largest Orthodox churches in the world.
Damn. Also, 1650, the Battle of Carbondale. A royalist army from Orkney invades mainland Scotland, but is defeated by Covenanter army.
Yeah. Don't mess with the Scots. We will fuck you up. In 1667, blind and impoverished John Milton sold Paradise Lost to a printer for €10, or £10. This was way before euros, way before £10, so that it could be entered into the Stationer's Register. Paradise Lost.
Yeah.
What is that? That's a book, right?
It's a book about hell, I think.
Yeah, Paradise Lost is an epic poem in blank verse by the 17th century English poet John Milton. The first version, published in 1667, consists of 10 books with over 10,000 lines of verse. A second edition followed in 1674, arranged into 12 books with minor revisions throughout. Alright. What happened in 1805?
1805, First Barbary War. United States Marines and Barbers attacked the Tripolitan city of Derna. They're in the shores of Tripoli, marked a part of the Marine hymn.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. Yep. I don't know the rest. I should be ashamed. Let's see here. 8 years later, in 1813, during the War of 1812, American troops captured York, which was the capital of Upper Canada during the Battle of York.
Oh, good. 1861, 161 years ago. Damn, it don't feel like that. Yeah. American President Abraham Lincoln suspends the writ of Habeas Corpus. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, habeas corpus is a writ requiring a person under arrest to be brought before a judge or in a court, especially to secure the person's release unless lawful grounds are shown for their detention. Abraham Lincoln got rid of that. And there's a whole rumor out there about the whole reason why Abraham Lincoln even wanted emancipation was he was a horrible racist and he wanted to send them all back to where they came from. But that's just a rumor.
Wait, that don't mean he wanted to... That don't make him racist.
Well, as I said, that's what the rumor. I'm just saying verbatim what I've been told years ago.
He wants to bring him back. He wants to bring him back to where he lived. So what? So
well, because he wanted them.
Idea?
Because he wanted them out of his country. I don't know. This is just something I've been told. Like, you know, it sounds like liberal crap to me anyway. So.
Fuck, return them home from what they got stolen from would be, I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's you know, everybody wants to go home. So,
yeah,
but he was doing it for the wrong reason. I don't know. Let's move on. This is just a whatever thing. I don't even know why I brought that up. In 1906, the State Duma of the Russian Empire met for the first time. What's the State Duma?
Yeah.
What's a State Duma? The State Duma, commonly abbreviated in Russian as Gosduma, is a lower house of the Federal Assembly of Russia. Interesting. So they met for the first time. Cool. What happened 3 years later?
3 years later...
1909.
In 1909, Sultan of Ottoman Empire Abdul Hamid II is overthrown and succeeded by his brother Mehmed V.
2 years after that, in 1911, following the resignation and death of William P. Fry, a compromise was reached to rotate the office of President pro tempore of the United States Senate. What does that even mean? Pro tempore.
I don't know.
A constitutionally recognized officer of the Senate who presides over the chamber in the absence of the vice president. Okay. Or whatever. Pro tempore, abbreviated pro tem or PT, is a Latin phrase which best describes to for the time being in English. So he was just like a filler, pretty much.
Yeah.
In 1927, Carabineros de Chile, which is the Chilean National Police Force and Gendarmerie, was created. What's a gendarmerie? Let's look that up here real quick. It is a force of gendarmes, the headquarters of a force of gendarmes. Okay, a gendarmerie is a military force with law enforcement duties among the civilian population. The term gendarme is derived from the medieval French expression gens d'armes, which translates to men at arms. Okay. Oh. This is why I like this show. I learn something new every day, multiple times.
Yeah. Also,
1936.
1936, the United Auto Workers, UAW, gains autonomy from the American Federation of Labor. Good.
Nice. 5 years later, 1941, during World War II, German's troops enter Athens, Greece.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in 1945, World War II, Benito Mussolini is arrested by Italian partisans in Dongo while attempting to escape disguised as a German soldier. You know what happens tomorrow?
Yes. He was trying to escape his own country dressed as a soldier of the country that idolized him. Dude, how the big have fallen. That's just great. That's just great.
It's like, get out of the way. I am a German soldier. But you look at Italian.
Bibbidi boobidi, I mean a chocolate and sausage.
Shut up with the assumptions. I am the German. I am the Hitler.
Shut up in your face, oh what a Frankenfurter.
I forget about it.
Also in 1945, also during the Second World War, the last German formations withdrew from Finland to Norway. The Lapland War and thus World War II in Finland came to an end, and the Reichstag in the raising flag on the came to an end, and the raising of the the raising the flag on the three-country cairn photograph is taken. Let's look at this. I don't know why that was just really difficult for me to read. What's this photograph? Oh, this one. Okay. Nice. Look at all those Finnish people on skis. Swedish people.
Yeah. Also, 1953, Operation Moolah offers $50,000 to any pilot who defects with a fully mission-capable Mirotran Gurevich MiG-15 to South Korea. The first pilot was to receive $100,000.
Yeah. I remember reporting on this, Operation Moolah. Let's see. That's a really cool name. Let's see, execution, aftermath, Lieutenant No Cum Sok. What a name! Flew a MiG-15 BAS, Sport Number Red 2057, of the 2nd Regiment Korean People's Air Force from Sunan Air Base just outside Pyongyang, North Korea, and landed before 10 a.m. at Kimpo Air Base in South Korea. He was immediately taken into the base headquarters for interrogation and physical examination. So there's at least one person, but I think multiple people. How many? Let's see here. Operation Moolah. How many defected during Operation Moolah? Well, it's not telling me, but I will have the link to this wiki in the description.
So his name was No Kumsok.
Yeah. No KUM hyphen SOK was the first guy who got 100,000.
God damn, No Kumsok.
What a name, dude. In 1967, Expo 67 officially opened in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, with a large opening ceremony broadcast around the world, and it opens to the public the next day. Nice.
Damn. Also, 1976, 37 people are killed when American Airlines Flight 625 crashes at Zero E King Airport in St. Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Another day, another plane disaster. Great. 2 years later, 1978, John Ehrlichman, a former aide to U.S. President Richard Nixon, was released from the Federal Correctional Institution, Stafford, Arizona, after having served 18 months for Watergate-related crimes. Okay.
Also, 1978, Willow Island disaster in the deadliest construction accident in the United States. Hold up. In the United States history, 51 construction workers are killed when a cooling tower under construction collapses at the Payson Power Station in Willow Island, West Virginia.
Dang. That's terrible. Moving on up in the year 1981, Xerox PARC introduces the computer mouse. What does Xerox PARC stand for, though? Let's look that up real quick. Xerox PARC, Research and Development Company. Well, no, that's what it's not telling you what it stands for, but that's pretty cool. The computer mouse. I have one of those right here. You know.
Okay.
And
1986. The city of Pripyat and surrounding areas are evacuated due to Chernobyl disaster.
Yep. And it never went back. There's still stuff. Yeah, there's still stuff to this day. It's just like everybody just dropped everything and left. You know?
Couldn't pick up clothes. They couldn't pick up anything.
No, just go.
Everything's there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everything was probably irradiated. You know, you gotta literally start anew. You have nothing. You just get out and start anew. And that was in the Soviet Union, so you know they didn't get any type of, government aid. They just said, oh, well, sucks to be you.
Only thing is free is bullets.
Yeah. In 1987, which was 35 years ago, the U.S. Department of Justice barred Austrian President Kurt Wilhelm and his wife Elizabeth, who had also been a Nazi, from entering the U.S., charging that they had aided in the deportations and executions of thousands of Jews and others as a German officer during World War II. Jeez.
Also, in 1989, the April 27th demonstration students held protests responding to the April 26th editorial during the Tiananmen Square protest of 1989. Wow. Here we go again. Stop bringing up tabloids.
In 1992, Betty Boothroyd became the first woman to be elected Speaker of the British House of Commons in its 700-year history.
Nice.
700 years. It took that long to get a woman in there. Okay.
Yeah. Also, 1992, the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, comprising Serbia and Montenegro, is proclaimed.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Yugoslavia. Same day, same year, in 1992, the Russian Federation and 12 other former Soviet republics became members of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. The Rothschilds, there we go, the Rothschilds.
1992, most of the Zambia national football team lost their lives in a plane crash off Libreville, Gabon, en route to Dakar, Senegal, to play a 1994 FIFA World Cup qualifying match against Senegal.
Well, I guess Senegal won. That sucks, though. 365 days later, in 1994, during the South African general election, the first democratic general election in South Africa in which black citizens could vote, occurred. The interim constitution also came into force. This is the one Nelson Mandela won, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, you take the next two here.
To the future, 2005, Airbus A380 aircraft had its maiden test flight.
That's a big plane.
And yes, it is. In 2006, construction begins on the Freedom Tower, later renamed One World Trade Center in New York City. But really, I didn't know that.
It's such an eyesore. That tower is such an eyesore. Oh, we have a duplicate here, so let me get rid of that. Moving on up into 2007, Estonian authorities removed the bronze soldier, which was a Soviet Red Army war memorial in Tallinn, amid political controversy with Russia. You know, I am completely against removing of statues, rewriting of history. Doesn't matter what it is, who it was, what it represents. It's part of history. If it's a bad thing, learn from it. If it's a good thing, learn from it. You know?
All right, then. What if the statue was depicting Jesus getting nailed on the cross? Like, literally nailed on the cross.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've seen the picture. It's just... well, I won't have a picture of myself with it, for one. You know, like... You know... I'm not opposed to it existing. I just won't be around it. And we're talking about nailed on the cross, not nailed to the cross. I'll let your imagination run with that. Moving on up into 2017, Israeli archaeologists discovered the tomb of Herod the Great south of Jerusalem. Who is Herod the Great? Why does the name sound familiar? Herod. Herod the Great, king of Judea. He was a Roman king of Judea, referred to as the Herodian kingdom.
Okay. Also, 2011, the 2011 super outbreak disaster parts of the southeastern United States, especially states of Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and Tennessee. 205 tornadoes touched down on April 27th, alone killing more than 300 and injuring hundreds more. Oh, goddamn.
Damn, dude.
205 tornadoes.
Yeah. Well, I'm starting to see a pattern here. The past couple of days, we've been getting increasingly amount of tornado articles, so I think it's tornado season.
Man, God was like, fuck Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and Tennessee, all together.
Yeah, it's not bad enough that, oh wait, no, it's not Alabama. Louisiana has a city that's in a bowl, so. But you know what? This is what happens when people look at their cousins a little too well, you know? Moving on up in 2012, at least 4 explosions hit the Ukrainian city of Dnipropetrovsk, with at least 27 people injured. Well, at least nobody died, so that's good.
And in 2018, the Panmunjom Declaration, signed between North and South Korea, officially declaring their intentions to end the Korean conflict. Wow, they've been saying that.
Well, isn't that the one where Trump had something to do with it? He went over there and he actually stepped over the DMZ and shook hands with Jong-un? So,
yeah.
But yeah, nothing has come from that, and actually now they're testing nukes again and everything, so here we
Yeah,
go
because,
again.
you know.
This is what happens when we have Neville Chamberlain as leader.
Wait, who?
Biden. Neville Chamberlain, same person. You know, a weak, useless sack of shit who, you know, isn't worth anything. So, you know who Neville Chamberlain was?
Neville Chamberlain.
Yeah, he was the guy who led the UK during World War II, who basically allowed Hitler to do everything he wanted, just as Al Biden's allowing China and Russia to do everything that they want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, before we get into births and deaths here, why don't you tell us anything interesting?
Well, the tornadoes, of course. Chernobyl. Lincoln getting rid of Habeas Corpus.
Yeah, that's really alarming. Don't forget the first article here we spoke about, the celebration with sacrifices.
Yeah, sacrificing an animal. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, there's quite a bit of interesting things, you know, that happened today. But anyway, moving on up into births, why don't you start us off here?
Yeah, I'm gonna start us off.
Oh, before we go, I just saw this. I'm sorry. I knew I was going to do this. Benito Mussolini being arrested, uh,
Yeah.
trying to escape as dressed up as a German soldier. Sorry, go ahead.
A5 BC, Decimus Junius Brutus Albius, Roman politician and general.
Ah, I also forgot about Operation Moolah. In 1468, Frederick Jagiellon, born on this date, he was a primate of Poland. What the hell?
Primate.
I've seen his picture. He's not a monkey. So, primate of Poland. Wait. Polish prelate of the Catholic Church. Was it primate? Or was it prelate? Let me look at my source real quick.
A primate.
Is it primate? I swear my source said that. Let's see here.
A primate.
I know. Hold on a second. No, we're in verse.
Be careful. Frederick will throw his shit at you.
It says primate of Poland right here. Like, I'm not sure if you can see it, and it's backwards. No, it's not picking it up. But if you download the app and go to verse 1468, Frederick Jagiellon, primate of Poland, Primate. What the hell? That's
Okay.
weird.
1593, Mumtaz Mughal Empress, who was buried at the Taj Mahal. Ooh.
Yep. 1654, Charles Blount, an English deist and philosopher.
Damn. 1788, Charles Robert Cockerell, English architect, archaeologist, and writer.
Yeah. 1791, Samuel Morse, an American painter and inventor who co-invented Morse code.
Yeah. 1820, Herbert Spencer, English biologist, anthropologist, sociologist, and philosopher.
1822, Ulysses S. Grant was born on this date. He was an American general and politician who was the 18th President of the United States of America.
Nice. Also, 1840, Edward Wimperer, English-French mountaineer, explorer, author, and illustrator.
1896, we have Wallace Carothers, an American chemist and inventor of nylon. Hey.
1899, Walter Lantz, American animator, producer, screenwriter, and actor.
In the year 1900 even, we have August Cohen. He was an Estonian politician and diplomat who was an Estonian Minister of Foreign Affairs in exile.
Also, 1905, John Cook, U.S. javelin thrower and shot putter.
That guy sounds like a major cuck.
Yeah, he throws spears.
Don't make fun of him! Don't make fun of that guy, he throws spears. You'll get shish kebabbed.
That's pretty much what javelins are, a spear.
Yeah, they are.
He's able to throw heavy balls in a far distance.
You know what? Yeah, don't make fun of this guy, he will hurt you. 11 years later, in 1916, Enno Slaughter, speaking of people who will hurt you, what a last name, he was a U.S. baseball player and manager. What a name, Slaughter.
Yeah, he's flawless. Also, in 1920, Mark Kazantzig, Ukrainian mathematician and academic.
1923, Betty May Tiger Jumper. What's with these names today? Some Seminole Chief, the Tiger Jumper.
I understand why her name's that Tiger Jumper.
Yeah, she jumps tigers. If anybody who's seen Dances with Wolves know anything about Native American naming, fear this person. She jumps tigers. Sorry, go ahead.
1932, Casey Kasem, U.S. disc jockey, music historian, radio celebrity, and puts actual co-created American Top 40.
Nice. 1937, we have Richard Perham, English biologist and academic. What an interesting name, Dick Perham.
Dick Perham.
Wait a
Disgusting.
minute.
1939, Stanislaw Dziewicz, Polish colonel.
1944, Cuba Gooding Sr., a U.S. singer.
Yes, as the father of Cuba Gooding Jr.
I would have never known.
1847, G.K. Butterfield, black U.S. citizen, soldier, lawyer, and politician.
And his full name is George Kenneth Butterfield. Wait, the 19... Oh, okay. Wow. Wait a minute. 1847. We're still in Burse, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is somebody else. 1847. G.K. Butterfield, George Kenneth Butterfield. No, it's not 1847. It's 1947. What am I doing? So yeah. Anyway, 1948, we have Josef Hickersberger, an Austrian footballer, coach, and manager.
1952, we have Larry Elder, U.S. lawyer and talk show host.
Yeah, Larry Elder, really smart guy. My dad talks about him all the time. He's a guy, I think, who tried to run for governor of California, actually, a couple months back. Lost horribly because Libs completely own this state, but I think he's also the guy that they call the blackface of white supremacy, whatever the hell that means. I might be wrong, though.
But yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, 1961, Andrew Schlafly, a U.S. lawyer and activist who founded Conservapedia. That
Okay.
race of liberal, but let's, what is this? Conservapedia is a conspiracist English-language wiki-based online encyclopedia project written from a self-described U.S. conservative and fundamentalist Christian point of view. Okay. I've never heard of this.
1985, Jose Antonio de Miranda de Silva Jr., Brazilian footballer.
1989, Lars Bender, a German footballer.
1989, Sweden Bender, German footballer.
Yep, twins. And last but not least, 1990, we have Trude Rad, a Norwegian deaf track and field athlete. And that makes me wonder, during the deaf, stuff, they obviously, don't have the normal starter guns. So do they have a joker gun, the one with a thing that comes out of the muzzle that says bang? Like how do you start a deaf competition like that? Anyway, moving on to the deaths. I'm sorry?
I don't know. They start shooting at people.
Oh,
They just shooting at
That sounds a little violent.
6:30 out this year, the third of Persia.
1272, that's a pretty big time jump there. We have Zeta, an Italian saint.
1521, Ferdinand Magellan, Portuguese sailor and explorer.
1782, we have William Talbot, 1st Earl Talbot, an English politician who was a Lord Steward of the household.
1952, Guido Castiglione, Italian mathematician and statistician.
Yep.
Statistician.
Statistic Ian. 1962, we have A.K. Fazlul Hook. He was a Bangladeshi Pakistani lawyer and politician who was a Pakistani Minister of the Interior. Now, what's his full name? Let me look that up really quick. Abul Kazim Fazlul Hook is his full name.
Okay. In 1976, William Douglas Cook, New Zealand farmer who planted the Eastwood Hill Arboretum.
Yeah, Arboretum.
No, Arboretum.
Yep. 1972, Kwame Nkrumah died on this date. He was a Ghanaian politician and who is the first president of Ghana.
1973, Carlos Mendigai, Argentinian race car driver and polio player.
Polio player.
Polo player.
1977, we have Stanley Adams, a U.S. actor and screenwriter.
1998, Fred Bear, U.S. hunter and author.
What a name to be a hunter, Bear. That's not Ted Bear, Fred Bear, Ted Bear, Wonder if he's going to
Yeah.
find a bacon tree. Anyway, in 1989, we have Konosuke Matsushita, a Japanese businessman who founded Panasonic.
2002, Ruth Handler, U.S. investor, businesswoman, overall throwback of Infinity Barbie doll that has plagued generations of influential young females with possible physical standards.
Yep, the Barbie doll ruined countless hundreds of millions of innocent, young girls' lives when they aspire to be like Barbie and they just never can physically do it. That's why we have, so many plastic surgeries. That's why we have such a horrible situation in our society, not just nationally but globally. It sparked, Photoshop stuff, like all the stuff. Just the Barbie doll was an awful thing and should have never come to be. Anyway, last but not least, in 2007, Mstislav Rostropovich was a Russian cellist and conductor. Died on this date. And that concludes the show. Once again, check the underbar of the description for any links that you may find interesting, which also includes
Zillion TV on Twitch.
And Muffin's YouTube channel. Go check that out. Even though he only has one video, it's better than none. Anyway, for your dose of Past Events Daily, we stream every day between 12 noon and 3 p.m. Pacific Time.
2 to 5 Central.
Until you see us tomorrow, I am Alexander.
I'm me.
And you are you. Until tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles! Let's go, Brandon.